Hi there, welcome to the latest episode of my 10-minute moan. And the topic of this 10-minute moan is the crazy figures it costs an average police force in the United Kingdom for diversity, equality and inclusion, and how many police officers that actually takes out of the street. Now, the figures that I'm going to give you are from an FOI, and apologies to whoever got the FOI. I can't claim them as a source because I've just seen it posted in a few places on Twitter. But someone put in an FOI to South Yorkshire Police asking them how much, very, very simply, how many equality and diversity posts, uniformed and non-uniformed, are employed in West Yorkshire Police Force? What is the cost of such posts and necessary direct admin support? And the figures are absolutely mental. Now, I'm not sure if West Yorkshire are the best, the worst, or average, but if it's the only figures I've got, it's the only figures I can use. So I'm going to look at how much it costs them and what that impact has on the United Kingdom as a whole. And the figures are absolutely frightening. So in response to the first question, they have, and I'll just read out some of these positions. Head of Diversity, Equality and Inclusion, £91,536 per annum. Diversity, Equality and Inclusion Manager, £57,000. 3 Diversity, Equality and Inclusion Officers at 46 grand each. 2 administrators at £31,000 each. 1 Comms and Marketing Lead, £53,000. Comms and Marketing Officer, to help the Marketing Lead, £43,000. Positive Action Tea Inspector, I don't know what a tea inspector is, uniformed, £94,000. A Positive Action Sergeant, just under £80,000. Positive Action Progression Officer, at just a couple of pounds under £46,000. 6 Positive Action Ambassadors, who are PCs, uniformed, at just under £60,000 each. And 1 Equality and Diversity Trainer, who's a police officer, at 46 grand. Now that's 19 members of staff. However, it gets worse, because I've then asked what are the number and costs of external training bodies and courses for equality and diversity training. You use 1 external provider. The final payment is yet to be finalised. However, it's currently, that means it's not finalised, that it's currently at £361,000. So that's 1 police area is spending a smidge under 1.5 million quid per year to deliver diversity, equality and inclusion within a police force. Now, forgive me for being old-fashioned, but if this was all about having the number of minorities, etc., in positions, then surely that's a task that an old good old-fashioned, human resource. Wages department, it was used to call them, became a human resource. But surely stuff like this is something that a human resource department can look after. I mean, at the end of the day, if it's just to find out you've got enough coppers that are non-white, then that's quite easy. And then when they start the recruitment, they just make sure they have some extra non-white ones. And if you want to worry about equality and inclusion in terms of what police officers do in their day-to-day jobs, I'm quite sure our human resources departments do have training departments attached to them that can train them how to talk to people, how to deal with delicate situations. But no, this police force is £1.5 million per year. Now, what difference does that make, apart from obviously a potential waste of £1.5 million? When you consider that a first-year police officer gets a smidgen under £30,000 for wages, that is accounting for 43 police officers on the streets in monetary terms. And when you consider the amount of police forces we've got in it's 50. If you consider the amount of police forces in the UK, which is actually 43, you'll soon figure out that this is costing the UK citizens over 2,000 cops on the streets of the United Kingdom. I mean, you figure out that we've got horrendous knife crime. I cannot believe the amount of knife crime I report on that is not even near the mainstream media. Yesterday, we saw a 15-year-old kid at a high school in Sheffield murdered by a knife Can you imagine the impact that would have if we had an extra 2,150 cops on the street in the UK? And I must stress, I'm not sure if West Yorkshire are good, bad or indifferent at the amount of money they're spending in DEI. But as an average, that's 2,150 police officers. We could have more on the streets of the United Kingdom by having no DEI and having maybe anything that does need looked after by DEI just looked after by a human resource department. I imagine how much safer the United Kingdom would be with an extra 2,150 police officers on our streets. I know what I would rather have. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you've not already done so, please hit the subscribe and the notification button. Let me know your comments below, that's always interesting. However, most important thing of all, unless you're the type of person that wants to run the whole world, because this is just one part of the infrastructure of Britain we're talking about here, the police force, how bad is the real story? But unless you're these people that are hell-bent on having millions, probably hundreds of millions, if not billions of pounds wasted each year in the UK on DEI, not you, but
everyone else, have a great day. Cheerio, bye now.